Hello, people. It's your boy Usmaan back again with another Manchester United podcast. As always, if you are tuning in live, get your comments in. Shout out to my brother for the new background. Let us know what you think. Obviously, we're just testing things out. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll be aware that we are doing that at the moment. So yeah, just give us some feedback on the background. Like I said, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. We are joined by It's Your Boy BEEKS.
It's your boy BEEKS.
Yes. And Flawless, how are we doing, boys?
Yo, good. After that Newcastle result, even Bell. You get me? That result and that performance, even Bell.
Trust me.
Finally, a bit of positivity. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes doesn't score the penalty, but it doesn't matter because he can score from open play. You love to see it. If anything, I would have loved it that way around, to be honest with you. It just makes it easier, man. But listen, first and foremost, we're going to start with a major talking point. The team selection, when that came out, mate, I'm not deleting my tweets delivery because I love to look back at these kind of things, but yo, that team selection, when I seen it, I was absolutely livid on social media. I couldn't hold back. I tried to keep, all that nonsense, professionalism and all that stuff. But I just couldn't. I was just too pissed off. But Flawless will come to you. I know what BEEKS is going to say because I've already spoken to him. Flawless will come to you first and foremost, bro. Man. What were you thinking when you seen that team lineup?
Similar to you and probably everybody else. What is Ollie doing? That was what Maguire starting. Why is Maguire starting? That would have been numero uno. Why is Lindelof back? That's number 2. Why is Juan Mata starting out wide? That's number 3. Why is James starting? That's number 4. Why is Greenwood not even in the squad? That's number 5. So there's 5 issues I see him with the lineup straight away, and I'm like, here we go again. Ollie not helping himself. But hey, to Ollie's credit, and I give credit where it's due, he got it spot on. He got the selection spot on. Like, the performance was quality. He made the subs a little bit too late, but that's typical Ollie. But the performance overall was fantastic. That's all I ask for from Manchester United, is when we're playing teams who aren't as good as us, is to dominate the ball, dominate possession, create chances, and be defensively solid. People talk about Manchester United's defense. Yes, we know our defense has deficiencies, but if you have the ball, it doesn't matter what your defense is like. Me and you, Usmaan, could be playing centre back. But if you dominate 90% of the ball, we're not defending. So it doesn't matter. And that's my whole point. And we went to Newcastle and, no disrespect, treated Newcastle like they're Newcastle. They're not on our level in terms of, if you blank out Manchester United and blank out Newcastle and pick and tell everybody, right, you can pick from this squad or this squad to win a game, everybody is picking Manchester United squad. Everybody, with the quality we have. And even with the players missing, bear in mind, Pogba didn't start, Doddy didn't start, Greenwood wasn't in the squad, Cavani wasn't in the squad. Who am I missing? I think I'm missing someone. Martial wasn't in the squad.
Greenwood wasn't in the squad.
Yeah, so that's 5 men who were missing, and then Pogba was on the bench, Donny was on the bench, and we still created so many chances. We scored 4 goals, had like 25 plus shots. I think at least half of them was on target. We scored, like I said, scored 4 goals, missed a penalty, had a goal disallowed for offside, 2 cleared off the line. Rashford missed a 1-on-1. That's 5 right there. Mata had a couple half chances, so did James. This is all I asked for. So it's like, when people see me being positive, you mentioned it before we went live. When people see me being positive on Twitter, that shouldn't be a shock to them, because if you know me, I give credit where credit's due. If we're playing bad, I'm gonna say we're gonna play bad. If we're playing well, I'm gonna say we playing well. And against Newcastle, that was a very good performance, and I'm still happy about it now. I'm still buzzing.
Now, listen, first and foremost, regarding, if you know you, then you always say how it is. And, that's absolutely true. You've never sort of beat around the bush. This whole notion about agendas and all that stuff. Yeah. I know you definitely ain't about that life. And for me personally, I completely agree. At the end of the day, right, myself and BEEKS were very vocal after we lost to Spurs, and rightfully so. Saying if Ollie loses to Newcastle, he has to walk, or some form of, in that manner, basically. We were at that stage, like, he has to leave, basically, because he can't come back from that. But, I was saying, consistently, how he's going to come back from a 6-1 defeat. The boys definitely came back in this game. I'm not going to get too carried away, because, of course, Newcastle were terrible. However, you can only beat what's in front of you, BEEKS. And at the end of the day, we did our job, and we did it efficiently.
That's my point. I just want to cut in there before BEEKS goes on that. When people are like, it's only Newcastle. Like, we've not been struggling to these teams for however long. Then all of a sudden we beat one like we should, and it's only Newcastle. Nah, right. That doesn't
You can't win
wash
then,
with
can
me.
you, really?
Yeah. You can't. And to me, that's where it becomes unfair. Because did we not get beat at Newcastle just last season?
Last
Did we not
season,
lose
yeah.
there?
That's
Did we
true.
not lose? Do you get me, to the likes of Bournemouth, the likes of West Ham? We just got beat 3-1 at home opening day to Crystal Palace. So when we treat these teams like we should, all of a sudden it's only Newcastle. No, that's a step. That's a step in the right direction. I just wanted to say that because I don't like the whole it's only Newcastle when we've been getting beat by these teams anyway.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, Biggs, what are your thoughts on that? And of course, the lineup. Like, of course, in hindsight, Ollie did get it right, didn't he?
Yeah, no, he got it right. Obviously, when it came out, I was like, oh man, this pussy old manager, bruv, again, bruv. Listen, I'll be real, innit? I'll be real. Like, I even tweeted, innit?
That's
I
exactly what he said as well.
I literally said, I was on the chat and I tweeted, I said, this pussy old manager has done himself in. I thought, do you know what? Maybe, I thought, you know what? He's probably been reading the tweets, watching podcasts and thinking, how am I going to fuck myself up? Do you know what? I'm going to put this line up in. And I saw that and I'm thinking, bruv, like Flawless said, there's no Greenwood in the squad. And I'm seeing Pogba on the bench.
Do we know the reason for that? I thought it was
You know what?
initially, but
Let me tell you. I don't know what the problem was. My problem with Ollie, yeah, is that he won't give you a reason. He'll just say, "We just got to keep fighting." What we fucking fighting for, bro?
Yeah.
What we fighting for? We're not in a boxing match, you know. I don't want to hear fighting. This is Man United, bro. So we're not here fighting. Yeah, we're just fighting for this, bro. Tell me the reason why Greenwood wasn't in that squad. G. That's what I want to know.
And that's the problem. That's the problem with Ollie. Like, I did hear the reason why him and Brandon Williams wasn't in the squad either. They broke lockdown rules. This is what I heard. How true this is, I don't know. This is according to social media. But if he came out, like Beek said it, all Ollie has to come. If that is true, let's say hypothetically that is true. All Ollie has to come out and say is there was a disciplinary problems with the two, with Greenwood and Williams. That's why they weren't in the squad. Dealing with it in house. Did he say that?
No, he didn't mention Greenwood, but he did mention Pogba.
Okay.
He said Pogba had a back injury, hence why he didn't start. A back knock, sorry. He had a knock on his back or something. So they spoke to Pogba and he was happy to start. But not that Pogba should be choosing. But they spoke to Pogba and the medical team said it's probably best if he doesn't start.
Which is
James
fair.
Put high on. Yes, James, hopefully you're doing well, brother. But Big Ted, just back to you, as you said.
Yeah, so obviously the lineup, I wasn't happy in it, but look, we have to beat teams that are in front of us, such as Newcastle, bro. Like last season, we weren't beating these teams. We were getting turned inside out, left, right, center. But I'm happy we're winning these type of games, man. But my thing is that 1 week we'll beat Newcastle, and then we'll face another competition that we are better than, and then we'll drop points. There's inconsistency, and this is when my thing with Ollie comes in, and it's not a thing of agenda, because I'm not here to do this agenda thing, because as you man know, I'm a person where I've always sat on the fence with Ollie because I want him to do well, and maybe it's because it's the younger version of me, because he's the one that's, he's like a legend. He's done it for Man United and all sorts and whatnot. But at the same time, I'm not here to see the failure of a manager in it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I want any manager that manages our club, I want them to do well in it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So right now, I just look at it now from a bigger perspective. Even though that 4-1 win against Newcastle happened, like you said, Usmaan, I'm not getting carried away, because our next game is PSG, and then our following game is Chelsea. Do you understand? And then all of that is gonna happen, and then we're thinking, we're on a high. We just beat Newcastle. Newcastle ain't PSG. Newcastle ain't Chelsea. So that's when the real test kicks in. That bounce was needed. Now, whether I should give credit to Ollie or not, he got it right. However, them players themselves knew that they needed to bounce back as well. So regardless of what Ollie's doing or saying, they had to do this for the fans, bruv. Do you understand? Once that first goal went in, and obviously it's just a mistake, innit? The foot's out, it's deflected, it's gone in. Cool. I've looked at that and I think, well, there's nothing anyone can do about it, the situation. Maguire equalizes, fair play. All right, he puts Maguire in. I still don't understand how he's allowed Maguire to come back in and Lindelof, despite the woeful.
Just touch on the Maguire. I'll ask you now. Yeah. Obviously, you both can have your say on it. For me personally, right?
Yeah.
You can check my tweets again. I'm not going to delete my tweets if I say something, because I look like a hypocrite. But I was absolutely fuming that Maguire was starting. Straight up, I just, you know, I kind of did like a video on it to an extent, like kind of made like a sort of thread on it, so like he shouldn't be starting because of his mental state. I think a lot of fans in this week for the first time after he got a red card for England, a lot of United fans for once actually defended Maguire in the sense that they thought, no, what? Not a lot of fans, but quite a few fans did think, no, there must be something. There's like a bigger picture here with Maguire. Clearly, there's quite a lot going on behind closed doors, and it's quite evident with that. He's had an absolute torrid time off the pitch, on the pitch, in terms of his performances. So for me personally, I didn't want him to play. However, Oli threw him in, and not only did he put a captain's performance in, but he got that goal.
Yeah, that which was important.
How integral is that? Not just
it's very,
to lift the whole morale from the team, because we know if there's one person that needed a solid performance after his red card, it had to be Maguire.
It had to be him. No, I put my hands up. I'm happy that he got that goal. I'm happy that he needed that. He needed that for himself, most especially because he's had a horrid time since returning back for the season, right? But it's just one of them things where you just have to be real. Like if he didn't score that goal, and you know, if buts and maybes, bro, we still be sitting here thinking he should have put him in. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He still, despite that goal against Newcastle, despite the performance he put in, we have to be real. He's still not. It's not the Maguire that we expect. Do you get what I'm saying? It's still we're still in this limbo of like, bruv, you can do better. So that's why I'm still a bit anxious with the PSG game, with the Chelsea game coming up, because Oli thinks he's got it easy. Good luck, my brother, because it's going to be a long roller coaster.
Surely Oli doesn't think it's got it easy, man.
The thing, go on.
This was the easiest game we've had, man. Let's be real, man. Regarding the Maguire thing, for me personally, I do agree with this comment here from Bob's Red Devil. I said OGS has backed him. Obviously, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has backed himself in a corner. Maguire wasn't captain; he'd be dropped. Solskjaer must back him as he's appointed him. I think that's a fair point, to be honest. It's kind of
here's the thing with that. I think an issue we have, I can say speak for me with Oli, I've had is not dropping players when they're not in form. I mean, when they're out of form. And absolutely. I think that for anything, I don't care if it's your captain. I don't care if you sign a player for 250 million. If a player is out of form, you drop him. And I hate the excuse of, who else has he got? Or there's no backup or anything like that.
He's been fantastic on international break. I'm not listening to that one.
Because my opinion on this, because Luke Shaw, even though he was fantastic against Newcastle, I give him credit. I thought he was fantastic is a bit of a stretch. I thought he was very good. Very good. He was positive, and that's what we want to see. That's all. I'm not asking for that much as a United fan. I know we're not of a level to win Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues, but all I'm asking is to play on the front foot and run forward. So in terms of Oli not dropping players when they're out of form, that's one of my major issues with him, because I mentioned Luke Shaw because he was out of form, and people were like, he's not got no one else. But if Luke Shaw was injured, would somebody else play, or would Manchester United play with 10 men? That's always my response to it. So I don't like that excuse of, there's nobody else. There's always somebody else. It's like you can't continue to play players out of form. This is a results business. That's all that matters. Exactly. We were all caning Oli for starting Maguire in that lineup, myself included. I'm happy to be wrong. I don't want to be right. You get what I'm saying? I want to be wrong. You get me? 360 degrees, you get me, of the whole Oli thing. I want him to become the best manager ever. Do I believe it will happen? No, but people are too interested on social media in being right rather than the team they supposedly support. You get me, being wrong. I'm so happy Maguire scored. Happy Maguire scored. I thought his celebration was a bit subdued, because if that was me, I would have lifted up my t-shirt, had a message underneath it, got to the mic, grabbed the mic, you get me, had a boombox, the whole nine, because yes, his criticism has been deserved, but I believe the criticism of him was way over the top. I think people are talking about he needs to be dropped. He's not better than Sionchu. He's not better than Lewis Dunk. He's not top 5 leagues in the centre. He's just a good player that is out of form. That's what it happens. It happens. And hopefully now this kickstarts him into some form. If Maguire plays like he did against Newcastle for the rest of the season, I'm happy with that. If he plays 7 out of 10 for the rest of the season, pitches in with a few goals, I'm happy with that. I have no problems with that. I thought he was good yesterday. No,
he was. I'm not going to dispute that at all, Flawless. He was good yesterday, and I want to be I'm like you. I want to be wrong. I want our team to do. I want our team to do well week in and week out. I want Solskjaer to lift us and take us to the next level, and we win the leagues and whatnot. That's what I want. You understand what I'm saying? I'm always with Usmaan. I'm always saying I want to be wrong, G, because the fact of the matter is we're all Manchester United supporters, and we want to be at the level that we once were. So it's true. You hit the nail right on the head. You did say like everyone on social media wants to be right, and that's the problem in this day and age. Everyone just wants to be right and say, yeah, see, I told you. Bro, I don't care if you told me. I just want my team to do well. It is what it is. It's as simple as it is.
That's it.
Simple. I'm not here for that rubbish. 3 points and we keep it moving. And fair play to Shaw, man, because I know we give him a lot of stick and whatnot, but we signed Tellers, and then he's looked back and he's thinking, "Fuck, I'm in trouble."
He turned up yesterday, and that's all we're asking for is for you. Even if you have limited ability, at least be positive. You can run forward. We seen that yesterday. You had a shot. You was a constant threat. When you hear
man said you had a shot.
You had a shot. You had a shot.
That's our daddy's beat.
You know how mad the whole situation is. Both fullbacks, right?
Yeah,
played their heart out, bro. Both fullbacks played their heart out, bro. You understand?
That is my point.
It is. I don't know whether that Tellers thing said, "Hey, listen, I don't know what happened to Wan-Bissaka. He's calm, like he ain't got no pressure there." But he said, "Fuck it." You understand what I'm saying? We all know Wan-Bissaka's come from a defensive side in Crystal Palace, where his job is to defend. He hasn't had that opportunity to explore himself, go down the touchline, go and whip some balls, be an attacking fullback. That's the problem here. He tried that yesterday, and look what he.
Oh my God! Listen, Beeks, I'm gonna have to interrupt you for 1 second.
Go on, please. Go on, yeah.
I can't believe I left the Spurs game at 3-0, and it's 3-3.
Same man. No way.
You know what? That's why about 5 minutes ago I was looking to the side because my cousin shouted me, and he was like, "It's 3-2." I was like,
"3-2 or 3-3."
It's 3-all. It's 3-all. They've just
got 3. I'm saying when you was talking just before, I'm saying when you was talking just before, Beeks, and then I was looking to the side. It was my cousin who was like, "It's 3-2 and that." So yeah, man, everyone get off this Spurs train. It's great, man. It's great to see.
God, Bale's got substitute on and they conceded 3 goals. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is hashtag bail out. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, you love to see.
Bro, I'm still shocked. Bro, I left 3-0.
No, I literally left at 3-0. It was like the 60th minute or something when I left, or 50th minute. I don't know what minute.
Hey, quick, we need to spin Spurs. Hey, hold on. We're gonna give us 6, yeah. You man are out here thinking you're gonna win the league and that. Wait, 3? You 3-0 up?
Oh, please, West Ham, please, West Ham, I beg you, win it, please. I need to see 4. Apparently, Bears Mr. City as well, according to United.
Great stuff. Which is
obviously my brother.
And here's the thing we spoke about just being right. I was just giving Moyes, get me stick, just like about an hour ago. Yeah,
I tweeted. I said, bruv, Moyes needs to jump back on Zoom because the Zoom is helping, bro. I tweeted.
Even the commentators were saying in the game, they were like, "Yo, he needs to go back in his pajamas." Whoa! It's full time. It was last kicking game.
Wow.
See, all them people on Twitter talking about, Mourinho, and I'm Mourinho this, Mourinho that. Spurs could be in with a shout for the title race. Nah, man. You know what? Spurs are like the rest of the Premier League, can't defend. This Premier League season is just vibes, no defending. Simple. Nobody can defend. Nobody can defend, yo.
Bro,
Lanzini scored for obviously all those you that are tuning in.
I'm gonna see goal of the season and now. What the hell happened there?
Yeah,
no way.
I think it was
minute as well, apparently.
Yeah, it was yesterday, and I think it was before the City Arsenal game, and then the woman on Sky said something like, "Oh, there's been like 154 goals in the game so far," or something like that. There's a record. I could be butchering it, but it was something along them lines. I think whatever whatever the record is for the most goals in the Premier League season is going to get broken.
It's going to get broken.
Because even the lower teams, like who are 4-4-2, like a Burnley, who are normally tough to break down, are Wolves. Even they're conceding goals. Like everyone just said, forget it, yo. Everyone's like, yo, you score 6, I score 7. Everyone's on them vibes.
It's a bit bad. We've got a couple of comments here. Obviously, we've gone a bit off topic here, but obviously I had to comment on that. I'm slightly surprised. Sorry, I got my cousins comment. Josie needs to resign tonight.
Jose out already, yeah?
Hey, so what? We say Jose out.
Jose out already.
That's my cousin, man. He's just a troll in it. But this is
We still got special on my Spurs. Hey, you remember?
Man, that man is salty, yo.
Hey,
That man is salty.
You're trying to get me. You're trying to get me. You don't. It's cool. I'm over it. I respect you for even saying that. Big up you.
Listen, we did get smashed up by Spurs, and I didn't actually want to talk about this. Led us on perfectly. The defense yesterday's for goal, right? Yesterday's goal. I was starting to watch along, just taking the pace the first 90 seconds, saying basically we haven't conceded yet. Basically, I'm literally taking the pace. We haven't conceded yet, and I swear to God, we conceded 20 seconds after. And everyone on the chat was like, ha ha ha. All my United fans as well, like, what the fuck, man? You jinxed us, you jinxed it. And I was like, oh my days. Why can't we defend? Lindelof got spun. Man got spun, right, by Wilson on the halfway line. He played the ball to St. Maxwell. St. Maxwell didn't even have to do anything. Just plays it inside. And it's just played a little pass across. But it's just shocking, isn't it, Beeks? Like, we're not going to do anything this season. Look, in my head, I'm having a bit of a heart attack. We're going to talk about the PSG game in a second, but we have to play against Neymar and Mbappe. In 2 days, the mans are getting violated by Callum Wilson, bro.
We are
bro,
fucked.
talk to me, man.
I'm telling you now, yeah, you people. I'm telling you now, bro. These men are saying, yeah, PSG, you got they're losing out on so much players. A lot of players are injured, bro. Mbappe, Neymar, I think Di Maria is fit as well, and whatnot. We are fucked. I'm telling you now. I said Jose was the imposter. Listen, we are fucked. The PSG game, I'm just hoping and praying maybe a miracle might happen. We might have to defend really. We're going to be defending really deep. That's how mad it is, man. Whether you like it or not, it's just one of them things, bruv. We'd be lucky to not get peppered 6 or 7, bruv. But I hope, you know what it is? I know I'm saying this now, but there's something in me, yeah, that this guy, Ollie, just finds a way to do something, like pull something out of the bag, innit, yeah? No matter what it is, he's back. When he's in trouble, it's like he goes back home, maybe back home to Africa or something. My mother homeland, yeah. You know when they ask for black magic.
I guess the juju in there. Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
Bang it. You come back to England and you see what Man United. You see the way Man United are playing. You be thinking, what the fuck has happened here? I really hope for our sake. I want to win. I really want to win, but I just.
Oh, sorry to cut you off, Beeks. I just seen the equalizer on my Twitter.
But it's a banger, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a banger in that. It's a banger.
Who was it? Lanzini.
It's a banger. I turn it around for you to watch on the camera, but I don't know if it'll look good or not.
Probably
don't need to get copyrighted.
No, God, my chat is blowing up because my boy, that's a Spurs fan, he was chatting obviously the most 3-0 and everyone.
Oh yeah, he's drinking a full bottle in that, fam. He's drinking everyone's got full bottle in that.
All I see is my WhatsApp group. Everyone's violating.
Everyone, it's just popping right now, bro. There's one guy, one Spurs fan. He was like, I lost the love since we lost in Madrid in the Champions League final. I didn't want to watch football. All of a sudden, I'm back. Yeah, Spurs are gonna win the league, bro.
What's Spurs actually up? I don't know if Lewis is trolling. Shout out Lewis, who does the Chelsea fan TV. He says, please don't forget Tottenham were 3-0 up at the 82nd minute. Was it the 82nd minute? Is he trolling? I thought he was trolling.
He's trolling. Yeah. I've got it in front of me here if it just loads. But just to come back.
No, he's not trolling. Oh no, he's not trolling.
No.
He's not trolling.
I've just checked it. It was 82nd minute.
They were 3-0 up with what?
Bro, they
10 minutes to go.
They slapped 3 in 8 minutes. That's mad.
Yo, my West Ham though. This is West.
Oh my God, that's football heritage, as Kojo would say.
Football heritage.
You love to see it. I'm a bit good. I missed it. But listen, let's come back to obviously
the PSG.
Well, before we go into PSG, I just want to talk about a couple of individual players. First and foremost, mate, Mata with the madness against Newcastle. Again, only Newcastle, but you know, the title of this video is the players played for Ollie, and I definitely feel like they did because for me personally, I thought this team selection was absolutely a joke. But every single player that played, including Mata, everyone just ran, just went 110%. You could tell every single player was on it. Do you think Mata's in contention as well to start? Because I don't know what the situation with Greenwood is. I'm assuming he's rested, but Mata's got to be A lot of people say Mata has to play against PSG. Beaks. What are your thoughts? Is that too early to say?
Well, I wouldn't argue anyone who said Mata should start, bro. I'm telling you right now, the guy's intelligence, he's head and shoulders above the rest, man. We all know he ain't the quickest. We all know he ain't got the legs. But one thing with him, he is 5 steps ahead of anyone in the Man United team. And bruv, he's probably on the same wavelength as your Van der Beeks and your Bruno Fernandes. The link up them man can do is phenomenal.
Beautiful.
One matter is, it's mad that we're saying it because we're seeing what this guy can produce. He can do a lot, man. When you have the likes of Van der Beek as well, who I want to start against PSG, it will work, man. I'm telling you now. One matter can just he just sees things that we us fans don't see. And let's say he's made a pass, you're thinking, bro, how did he see that from? I know we watch it from the TV screen, but the guy is phenomenal, man. And if he does start him, he's warranted to start, man. He's earned it, bro, because boy, he's on form at the moment. Ever since he started in the League Cup, was it against Luke? Who is it?
He's only played 3 games.
He's only played 3 games,
and he's been at 8 or above.
This is what I'm saying, bro. So he's been consistent, and I wouldn't argue if Greenwood's out of the squad for some reason, and he comes in, then fair play, man. I wouldn't even bat an eyelid, man. Yeah, that's me, bro. That's what I'm saying about one matter.
Yeah, no. What do you reckon, Flo? He's got a comment here saying Van der Beek and Mata need to play. If not, I'm doing overtime, so I can't watch the game.
Here's the thing with Juan Mata, I don't understand the over the top criticism of him. Like, I think social media fans on social media, not all, but a lot of them are very reactionary. Mata's never had pace. When we signed Mata in his pump, Mata's never had pace. So all of a sudden, people are like, oh, he's just been played out of position. He's not a right winger, even though he played very well yesterday, but he's been mismanaged. Moy signed him, played him right wing. Van Gaal had him, played him right wing. Even though when he turned, you get me, Anfield into one field, you get what I'm saying? Mourinho played him out wide. Yeah. Ollie's doing the same thing. But one thing, touching on basically what Beek said, he still has the technical ability to pick passes. He still picks up very intelligent pockets of space on the pitch. Very David Silva-esque, because he's just smart. Technically very good, can create, like the way he takes care with his passes. And it's gonna sound stupid what I'm saying, but like,
no, it doesn't sound stupid. We're so careless in possession. I say it all the time. Yeah,
he passes with purpose. You get what I'm saying? Like, whether he whips it in or he lays it off, it's always at the right pace. You get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people play football and they just play at the same pace, regardless of if it's 10 yards or 30 yards. But there's times where he'll whip it around the corner. Then there'll be times where he'll whip it into someone for a 1-2, but I'll always play it with the correct pace. And there's a reason that whether it's him and Donny or him and Bruno, they link up very well because technical ballers recognize technical balls.
I saw it at start, right? I don't know if this is factual. I saw it on Twitter. I think it was Terry that tweeted actually. Obviously that you do work with Terry. He tweeted something like, shout out the OG as well. They did 35 link-ups, Bruno and Mata, 35 times that they found each other.
This is what I'm saying, because Bruno is also a smart footballer. So he's like, all right, he's going to help me playing ball. And the one thing that Mata lacks is pace. But you know what we had in that team around him? Pace and legs. Look at the team James around him. Rashford, James, Bruno can move. That's 3. Then we had Fred McTominay behind him. That's 5. Wan-Bissaka, don't stop running. That's 6. Luke Shaw yesterday was on different stuff. That's 7. Put legs around him. When you put him in there with no pace, it's tough. But I mean, with no pace, it makes it tougher for him, because one thing he'll do is he'll find you. Like the pass, he played the passing for, I think it was the second goal. Was it? Did he play the 1-2? Did he play it around the corner for Rashford? That's what I'm saying. I think it was him anyway.
Which goal are you referring to? Sorry.
I think it was, you know what? I think the Bruno.
Van der Beek.
Oh, was it Van der Beek?
Yeah. Van der Beek pressed and won the ball back and then played it.
Okay. He's another one.
Yeah. But Van der Beek, he's a prime example. I swear it was Mata. But Mata, like I was saying, he just plays the correct pass. Like he's always a threat. Like when he gets on the ball. Yes, he lacks pace, but when you put Wan-Bissaka around him and you put energy and legs, he'll find you. That's probably why Dan James looked okay, and he was bright.
I thought Dan James was good yesterday.
He was decent.
That's all I want from him. I just want to get the ball and play to your strengths, brother.
And sorry to cut you guys out. Where did Dan James play yesterday?
Left wing, which is he's a left winger.
This is what I'm saying. You know what the thing is? He can't play right wing. We're quick to nitpick and say this guy's shit and whatnot, but it's not his fault. You said it. I remember you said it.
Yeah, he's a left winger. He's a fish. He's a fish trying to climb.
He's a left winger, and it's proven, brother. And that's why he had a really good game yesterday, man. And he was more effective on that left hand side, man. Big up, James. If a player does well, we'll give him credit, bro. Simple. We're not here to flip in and just have agendas. Van de Beek for me, yeah. It's funny, it's mad, and maybe I'm reading a lot of things. Maybe I'm being his biggest fan or whatnot.
A lot of people are preaching about Van de Beek. So I thought
this guy come on at 1-1. This guy come on at 1-1. We won 4-1. What does that tell you, bro?
Yeah,
it's not a coincidence, G. The guy knows. The guy has the quality, bro. Stop. You buy what? See, this is what annoys me again with Ollie, man. And I don't want to sound like Mr. Ollie out or agenda. I'm not that, but. Just be smart, man. You're creating problems for yourself. You have a player. You brought a player in who has the quality, the ability to do something out of nothing. He's a gifted footballer, and you put him on the bench. It doesn't make sense, bro. Stop. You utilize this guy a bit more. I hope he really starts him against the PSG. You bring him on, we win 4-1. Bro, that's my problem. You bring him on, we win 4-1. Bro, the guy can do a lot more, man. This guy's, bro. Once Van de Beek kicks in, it's gonna be a problem, bro.
We have got quality players, man. That's I don't want us to, be in that situation that we're thinking, Ali hasn't got options, or Ali hasn't got expert. We have got a lot of quality, and I said this as well. We have
just keep me to the point. That's
exactly. I don't want people to just sit and think, we haven't signed Sancho, we haven't signed X, Y, and Z. We have got a lot of talent in this team. Mata is another person that's shown what he can do. But I do agree with this comment from Faris saying that Mata against a low block definitely works.
100%.
He also said prior to this, against PSG, he wouldn't personally play him. And I agree with that opinion. I don't think he should play against PSG. I'd be interested to see what happens with Cavani. And see.
It's one of them, though. It depends on what Ollie's plan is. Because like you said, like Faris said it there, and salute to my guy Faris. He said it there. It depends on the plan. Like he was like, exactly. He's good for league. If we're dominating the ball, play one. I'm all for that. If we're playing away to Newcastle and playing like 100%. That, having 65-70% of the ball playing, if you're playing on a counter attack,
it's no problem.
Don't play one mile.
It's not a problem having Greenwood on the bench. He's a young lad. He's
options.
19/20. He's not going to have an issue with being on the bench. He's never going to kick up a fuss. He'll come on last 30 minutes. We've got an option off the bench. Greenwood, just hypothetically speaking, Greenwood, Van de Beek off the bench last 30 minutes. That's options. Matter starts against the team that's going to part the bus, and also it does for the manager as well, and the opposition manager. If you know that Man United have got all these options, you don't know what we're going to do. So it's very hard for them to set up. So they're like, should we play a low block? But if you play a low block and Oli plays Mata alongside Pogba and Van de Beek, or Pogba and Bruno, even, then it's going to be a long day for us because we're not going to get the ball off these guys. But then if you go aggressive and Mata plays, you work in his favour as well. So it makes it difficult for the other team as well to predict how we're going to play it. And it gives versatility. And I do think Oli needs to utilise his squad. Dan James, that game yesterday, I don't think he should have played, but I thought he was absolutely brilliant. And if Cavani can't play, I don't see why he doesn't start against PSG to give us an option in terms of an out ball, in terms of on the break as well. Like just obviously cause them a bit of problems. But yeah, Flores, obviously you're gonna add a bit there. What are your thoughts in terms of Van de Beek? Because it's quite evident that Beeks wants him to start. A lot of United fans on social media saying, it was 1-1, he came on and scored 4-1. I do agree with that. He definitely made an impact, and that's what we bought him for. But do you think he should be starting, and where do you fit him in? Because that is the problem, really. It's not. Yeah. It's easy to say starting, but for who? Pogba wasn't starting either.
He gave us the more clinical edge when we. Yeah, he gave us the more clinical edge. He gave us the more One sec. Yeah, he gave us the more clinical edge when he came on because like I said, we dominated Newcastle. We just didn't finish the chances. Like I say, the offside goal, 2 off the line, missed penalty, etc., etc. With him starting, it's like, where do you start him and for who? That's the issue you have. But these are selection headaches you want the manager to have. I'm all for if Donny starts, I'm all for it. But what I don't want is just to shoehorn him in. You see how Lampard kind of does that at the moment with Mount at Chelsea. Yeah, see, you already know before I'm saying it, just shoehorn like play players in their position. So if United change their system and play 3-5-2, and he puts in Donny van der Beek, cool. If he persists with this 4-2-3-1, and I see Donny on the right hand side or the left hand side, I'm going to be like, that's not getting the best out of him. Play these players in their positions. So if he takes out a Bruno or pushes Bruno back and plays Donny in the 10, or he plays Donny in an 8 or a 6. Well, no, I don't really think he's a 6. Let's say a 10 or an 8. I'm cool with that. I don't want to see him wide left. I don't want to see him wide right. I definitely don't want to see the diamond. I'm really against the diamond. I don't
really.
I don't like the diamond.
I want the diamond. That's why.
You know why I don't like the diamond though? It's not so much on the ball. It's when we don't have the ball. When your left central midfielder and your right central media have to go out wide to go and defend. If Pogba's playing in one of them roles, I don't want to see him there. We played it against, I think it was Everton, if I'm mistaken. I could be wrong. I'm sure someone in the comments will tell me.
It was Everton. You're right.
And I remember,
it was shocking.
Pogba was in like left midfield defending, and I'm like, this is why it don't work. Plus, I don't think we have the fullbacks for it. Maybe Tellers will change that. I think Tellers will change it on the left, but Wan-Bissaka on the right. I think we're built for 3-5-2. If we're changing the system, that's
why
I
was going for the diamond. So for me personally, with the diamond and the video, I know you watched a bit of it.
I watched the video. Yeah.
All right, fair. So I was out in attacking. So for me personally, the way I want us to work, and good teams, this is how good teams are set up. You don't stick with one formation through the game. And I don't mean that by like you keep changing the formation through the game, because that's obviously don't make sense. But what I'm saying is it's situational. And this is through coaching. You coach in situations. So for example, Man City, they always play 2 centre-backs, right? And like Kyle Walker's playing in some position that doesn't really exist, because they have a certain system and coaching to win the ball back. So you have like a 2-1-2, whatever the numbers are left in the pitch, but he'll have 2, and then he'll have 1 in front of him, as in the DM, and then he'll have the 2 fullbacks in the midfield. So it doesn't make sense if you were to say as a formation, but it's because it's been drilled into him and coached into him so much that it becomes second nature to them. And we haven't done that. But for me personally, the problem at the moment is we've got quality. I don't think anyone can deny that. As we saw, it's the system, and it's the fact that it's so rigid. There's no fluidity in it, and the way you get fluid in formation is you allow license for change during that position. Obviously, with Mata, he likes to flow anyways, but. When we're going forward, for me, personally, Diamond gets Pogba on the pitch, Bruno on the pitch, and Van der Beek together midfield 3. When we're not on the ball, you've got to change that. You can go to a 4-4-2, you can go to a 4-5-1, it can go to whatever it needs to be. But when we've got the ball, we need to be in that situation. So hypothetically speaking, you could just say it's Rashford and Martial up front. You could potentially. Obviously, this is maybe a bit of a shit example, but you could potentially go 4-3-3 off the ball. Bruno pushes into the false 9 position. Martial and Rashford go left and right. When we've not got the ball, and then when we've got the ball, they go back into the diamond. So they come back narrow, and the fullbacks push up and make it into 3-5-2 on their attack. So that there's versatility there, but that comes to coaching. It takes a long time for them to nail that down in training. But at the moment, in a 4-2-3-1, if you've got, just say you got Matic and Pogba, for example, realistically speaking, if you're defending the opposition team, you know the ball's going to try and get to Bruno. So you cut that channel out. Then you pass it to Luke Shaw all you want all day long. Pass it to Luke Shaw or pass it to Rashford. When it gets to Rashford, there's no other passage, because Pogba's not allowed to come out of that sort of position, because if he goes out, there's a space that he's leaving behind him, and Matic can't cover that. That's why with the diamond, if Pogba's in left centre mid and he does go a bit further forward, hypothetically speaking, then Van der Beek can actually push into a DM, and then you can have 2 DMs. So Pogba is almost playing alongside Bruno. Right next to Bruno, basically, in moment. So with a diamond, although I hear your point, if we're playing a diamond and Pogba's going to left wing, for example, to cover, that is not what I want from a diamond.
No. I get what Flawless is saying.
I want the fullbacks to cover that space, and Pogba to stay in left centre mid and cover that space. Push Tellers further up the pitch and get him into a bloody wing back position. He's a wing back, so it's almost a 3-5-2 with Matic dropping in front of the centre backs. So he's covering from behind, he's sweeping up, and then the 2 centre backs push out. So if the ball goes wide, so to say it's Lindelof, for example, he'll push out to right centre back, almost right back, and then obviously Maguire will do the same, and then Matic will drop into the centre back role. So it has a lot of versatility. I agree with you. If you play the diamond and Pogba's left wing, then I completely disagree with that.
And that's my issue with it, is if we're dominating the ball and have the diamond, cool. If we play how we played against Newcastle, I'm really not fussed. Like in regards if we play the diamond, if we play 3-5-2, I prefer 4-3-3, but that's just my personal preference. But we played 4-2-3-1 yesterday, and it worked well because the mentality was right from the players. We were on whatever system we play. No matter if it's 3-5-2, a diamond, 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. I just want United to be on the front foot against the majority of teams.
Should I tell you what I want us to play? I want us to play a 2-1-5-2. It's not a formation, right? But the one is basically Matic. So basically the two centre backs, and then Matic literally just sat in front of them. They make a triangle in a 3. So there's a 3 centre backs. Yeah, exactly. It's basically 3-5-2. But the third guy is Matic. It's not an extra centre back. Get rid of the extra centre back and put Van der Beek in there. Does that make sense? We've got more attacking options. So I'm not saying he starts there, but when we attack him, he'll automatically go there to cover. And obviously, when we've not got the ball, then obviously he'll go back into midfield and the fullbacks will push back and obviously join back up into a 4. So there's a lot of versatility with that. That will get all the players in. Van der Beek, Bruno, Pogba will be there. They'll have license to go forward because not only do they have Matic sat directly behind them in a DM, but then they'll have the 2 fullbacks that they know their job. They have to get back as well. And for me personally, Wan-Bissaka's got the fitness to get up and down without a shadow of doubt, and Tellez is exactly the same. So I think it can definitely work. And even if you're desperate for a centre back, you could argue that Luke Shaw in that formation could play left side of centre back because he's fantastic there. And then you would have Maguire with Luke Shaw's got pace, Wan-Bissaka's got pace, and then obviously Tellez coming back as well. So it could potentially work. Obviously, if you put it out, when they do with the Sky sort of details and you put it out, it look weird. It wouldn't make sense to the naked eye. But if you actually do the coaching properly and Matic knows his role, what to do when we've got the ball, and then he creates that triangle in front of the 2 centre backs, which allows everybody else to push forward. Because realistically speaking, you only need 3 people back on the attack, or when they're trying to hit on the break. And obviously, the other players are going to get back. Anyways, Van der Beek's got an engine on him. Pogba, people keep thinking Pogba can't play left side mid. That's his position. Why do people?
He can play there. He can play there. I just like I said.
There, man, for me
personally. He definitely. I want him to just be relieved of his defensive duties. I don't want him defending. That's not me saying I don't want him working hard. I'm just saying I want Paul Pogba in the opponent's final third. That's what I'm saying. Push him forward. Why is he when we play Brighton?
He was going forward yesterday. And it was like a beauty. It was a
that's thing. Breath of fresh air, man.
That's it. Just see him. Just you get me. Just gliding. Like get into you 6'3", 6'4", good in the air. Get in the opponent's box. Like make a nuisance for yourself.
I was just about to say that. I was like, yo, Ed Woodward, if you're watching, Usmaan for the job, innit? You get me?
You know what?
Get me on the phone. I'll do it for free, man.
That being said, he is watching because you get me. United have been pulling down videos of people talking bad about the Glazers and Woodward and that. So he watching. Terry was saying that. So yo, if you lot want to shut us up, drop the bag in it, and then we'll shut it. That's how this works, innit?
Listen,
drop the bag.
Me and Flawless and BEEKS will come in, man. Low budget. We'll come in back in.
That's what I'm saying. Low budget.
Ollie, you stay on the bench, man. You enjoy
low budget.
Cup of tea, man.
There we go. We got this, innit?
Yeah, but listen, let's talk PSG because I know a lot of people are going to ask us about that. Of course, I don't want to go too much into individual players. We'll have plenty of time to do that during the season. But yeah, for individual sort of selections, what are you wanting, Flores, from this game? What do you think is a good result, and what formation do you want to go for? So what would you go for?
I would say for a good result, anything that's not a loss, I take a draw right now.
Yeah,
I take a 0-0 draw right now.
Absolutely.
I do believe we can hurt them because I believe Manchester United have the attacking players to hurt any team in Europe 100%. Just because of the attacking quality we have. Like, look at the players who were missing, and even though it was only Newcastle, the amount of chances we created. So we can definitely, without doubt, get something from this game. With formation, it's tough because you've just won 4-1 and played well, so it'd be a bit harsh to drop anybody. But then you can turn around on the other hand and say it's horses for courses. Go on.
Yeah, let me ask you about Fred and McTominay because actually I missed that comment. I just remembered it now.
No, it's cool.
Some people were saying, what are your thoughts on Fred and McTominay? Do they get a start? The start again, we won another game. What are your thoughts?
I would go to try and soak up the pressure. I wouldn't try and go toe-to-toe with PSG. I'd go there. I wouldn't do that.
Toe-to-toe.
Yeah, I would go there and go typical, the one thing Ollie's good at in terms of hitting them on the counter. So I probably would play. I probably would go with a back 4. Would I go back 4? Trying to think. I'd probably go with his traditional that he likes 4-2-3-1 and play Fred and McTominay in there. Bruno or Donny in front.
Yeah.
Probably I would go Cavani up top.
Is
and then I
Cavani
would play.
available? Do we not?
I presume he is.
Training, but surely he's available, no?
Who's that? Cavani?
Cavani.
Yeah,
And then I would.
in training.
Yeah. And then I would go Rashford and Greenwood. That would be my front three. That's who I go with and try to hit him on the counter attack. That's why. And who better to know PSG's weaknesses than Cavani? And he's going to have a massive chip on his shoulder as well.
Bro,
massive chip on his shoulder.
Put Cavani there with Tellez as left back. Sorry, sure. And I'll be happy with that, bro. I'll be happy with that. I mean, not to diss Shaw, but I think it will be more of an impact. I think put Tellez in the left back position, put Cavani up top, like Flawless said, and see what happens, man. We need to not go toe to toe, man. That's suicide.
It's a big
and I don't think he will either. I don't think he will either. But
surely not.
But you know what? That shows to go how Manchester United squad improved, because I'm here undecided on who should play, what formation we should play. So it means we're going in the right direction, and I believe we can get something out of this, because PSG, we're hoping they have an off day, but they've had off days in the past. We're hoping Neymar and Mbappe are not bang at it, and we happen to be. And people forget, to get through this group, all we have to do is finish second. Yes, we want to win, of course, but it's not that, say United were to get beat, it's not the end of the world. We still have 5 games to rectify it. If we finish second and get through, that's all I'm fussed. Get through the group, because to me, the Champions League is a free hit. We're not one of the favorites. The pressure's off. It's a free hit.
Exactly. Try and get as far as you can. Just to get a couple of comments in here before we come to you, Bigs, bro, because there's quite a lot. Forrest is saying that we lose. We lose. I wasn't sure if you're a Man United fan. I was thinking, Forrest, I swear you're a Man United fan.
Yeah, he's a United fan. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking he's normally comments. We lose 2-0. You lot aren't ready. You lot are not ready for Neymar and Mbappe against Harry Maguire. He said "we'll" and then said "you lot aren't ready." I think
because he's saying, because I'm weirdly optimistic about it. That's why. I'm normally when it comes to Manchester United, I rarely pick us to lose. I'll always, like, worst comes to worst, I'll be like,
it's true, you know. I watch Flawless, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this guy. But you know what? It's real. You're just being raw, innit? Do you understand? It's not about you not being optimistic. It's just the fact that you have to be raw.
That's my team. That's my team. You got to back your team. You got to back your team, man. You got to back your. You have to back your. Even if I admit they are the favorites, but they can have an off day and we have an on day. Like, that can happen.
We have beaten them before, so I don't think it's
impossible. Let's go in it. Hey, the night in Paris part 2, man.
Yes, exactly. That's literally what the title is for the video, the thumbnail, everything. Listen, just got a couple of comments. Another, you'll get smashed a bit farther back. Obviously, my brother's replying in the chat saying we will see. I just want to say, if you are new here, make sure you do drop a like and subscribe.
Yes,
we're trying
hit
to
the
get
subscribe
to 1K.
button.
Hit the sub. Watching currently, so we really would appreciate. We got a lot of content for the game itself.
It's free, man. Just hit the sub button, bro. Come on,
it's free, but help us out.
It's free. If you enjoy the content, hit the free. Yeah, exactly. It's free. And Usmaan, you just started as well the Twitter account for the channel as well, didn't you? I just seen that. Course, yeah. So yeah, people, make sure you go follow that. I literally just followed that as well live as well.
Yes, absolutely appreciate it. But yeah, we got a comment here from I can't pronounce the name, brother. So next graph. I don't know if that's a play on words. PSG give this is his team, so the only person who's put the team on, so I'll read out. De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Bailly, Maguire, Luke Shaw. I'm assuming he's going for 3-5-2. CDM, Fred McTominay, Pogba. Bruno Mata, I don't know. He hasn't really supported a team there. He's giving options. I appreciate that. I appreciate the options. For me personally, I'm going to go 3-5-2 or 5-3-2, which will be majority of the game. Hopefully, Cavani is fit because I don't know what the situation with Cavani is. But I think he should start up front with Rashford and just utilize Rashford on the break with hopefully a bit of pace. And I want to see man like Tellez. I want to see Tellez in there, man. I want to see what he's got available. I think I can just picture Tellez
if he's playing as a wing back. If he's playing as a wing back, if he's playing 3-5-2, I want to see Tellez in there. If he's going flat 4, I'd go with Luke Shaw. I would go with Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw played well, so it's kind of like
he did. You know what it is for us, yeah. You just gotta be real with it, man. You know the ones that I know. So I had a good game with that. Yeah,
I get you.
That was Newcastle, cheat.
He's got one goal as well. To be fair,
it's true. It's true. It's true. But it's like
I hear you. You know what it is? It's just that you've watched Sean deal. I get you, bro.
And I'm thinking the first game we've got, the first game we've got, do we really want to throw Tellez in as a left back when we're not going to be dominating the ball and he's in the first game away to PSG? Like, I think anyone that's a tough ass as a left back.
I'm
Yeah,
playing the bus.
I hear that.
I hear you, bro.
If we played 3-5-2 and he played, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm cool with that, innit? Like I said, innit, it's a toss up between 4-2-3-1 and 3-5-2.
Yeah.
I just want to see more of the correct personnel and see a plan. Like, we just need to hit him on a pure pace up top. That's what it has to be.
That's what we need.
There could be a case to put obviously Rashford and Greenwood up top. Obviously, was covered. I don't know what the situation with covered is. We've got Lando Pierce. So Forrest's opinion. De Gea, he's put. I was just laughing to myself because he's put. Of course, I'm on Man United. What are you talking about? I'm just real with it. So he's got De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Bailly, Maguire, Tellez, Pogba, Fred, Fernandes, Greenwood, Martial. Oh, forgot about Martial. I forgot.
Oh yeah, Martial is. Yeah, Martial's. Oh yeah, he's available.
They won't risk him up because they wanted Cavani.
We start Martial. I completely forgot.
You know what? It's going to be suspended. Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't start Cavani then. I'd go with Martial, Greenwood, Rashford. That'd be my front three.
Yeah, go Martial, Rashford, and maybe Greenwood. Actually, I don't know. A part of me wants to see Dan James play just because he start quick on the counter, and surely we're going to sit and counter. Surely.
I'll say this, even though I'm not the biggest fan. I know what Beeks is about to say before he even says it, and I know he's annoying that well. But if Dan James does start, I wouldn't be mad at it. I'd just be like, would I want him to start? No. But would I be mad at it? Nah, I can't be mad at it.
I'm not basing it on that game. I said it before as well on a previous video.
I know you did. And when you said it, I was gonna message you. I said, okay, bro. You know what it is? I get both of your points because he's fucking rapid, right?
Yeah, but that's what you gotta do.
I know. You know why? Do you know why I won't disagree with you? Remember the City game? You remember the City game at Etihad? Yeah.
I'll give you 2 reasons why he has to play.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Remember the City game at Etihad? Yeah. James was fucking rapid and rinsed Man City's defense. Yeah.
Yes.
That game outside, bro. This guy can be a fucking player when we need him to be on the counter. That's why I'm gonna give you, man, the benefit of the doubt, and I wouldn't disagree.
Listen, let me explain because I'm getting.
That's it, benefit. Yo, but Usman, I'll let you defend it both. I got to shoot off though, but yo, Luke for having me as always.
Listen, make sure you show love to Flawless and his social media as well. He's got a YouTube channel as well. Man just hit 1K recently as well.
Yeah, we did. Podcast, which is going live at 7. That's why I'm jumping off. So once Usman finishes, come join us over there, people. Once Usman finishes, but make sure you like this channel because it's a great channel and that allows all football opinions, and hit the subscribe button and get him to 1K because we recently just hit it. Now Usman needs to follow suit. Yo, salute to both of you, man. Yeah. Yo, respect for having me, man. Appreciate it. Bless, man. Bless.
Pleasure, as always. Right, just to finish up. Oh, we can see the new background now. Can we just get a shout out for the United mate for the background?
Hey, Usman moving up the ladder right now.
It's looking kind. We just need a logo. That's it. We just need the logo top right, and then logo's pending. But listen. Just to finish off, I know a lot of people are going to give me shit for the Dan James comment. So let me explain the exact 2 reasons why he needs to start for me. First reason, we're going to park the bus and we're going to counter, realistically speaking. If he doesn't do that, then I don't expect him to play, which is fine. But that would make sense to me. The second reason, who the hell is going to keep up with Mbappe on the wing? We need Dan James. We need Dan James marking Mbappe. Listen, we need to mark that 2v1. Does he play on the left? He plays on the left, right? I think he plays. I know he plays in strike, but I'm assuming Cardi's going to play up front. Surely they've got Di Maria. What's the story?
I heard he was out.
I don't know. Someone in the comments was saying Cardi is starting. Usman, do you think Oli will win the title? No, he's not going to win the title. Right? Okay. I don't know. Someone was saying Cardi is starting, but nevertheless. If Icardi's not starting and Neymar's on that wing either way, we need to double up with Neymar. And the only person that can do it is Dan James in terms of his pace. I'm not saying defensively he's good, but at least he'll get back and be able to help.
Get back and help.
Because if we don't double up on Neymar, we're holding 5. I don't care what anyone says. These mans are going to kill us. Neymar is the most underrated player going. People don't respect him for some reason because he doubts about.
Bro, Neymar is a bad boy. Neymar.
Saint Maximum was violating us. These man think Neymar's not.
Saint Maximum was spinning with Tomine. Right? There was one time with Tomine, he was just he didn't know where he was. He didn't know where he was.
Bro, to be fair, and then he chopped and got a foul. Dirty. You think that's Saint Maximum? If you think Neymar is not going to violate us the way he violated us, then you must forget about it. So the reason I'm playing James is a defensive, is for the defensive attributes.
Okay, no, fair enough. Yeah, no, I get
it. Because we have to. It can't play matter. Greenwood doesn't track back enough, and he doesn't have that instinct in him. James is quite hardworking. I'm not saying James is the way forward, but
No, I get you.
yeah. But just for this game, and I just think and he's got a bit of confidence under his belt as well. So
No,
I'll go Martial, Rashford, and James. For me personally, but it is what it is. Listen, Bosses for Beeks McTominay spin is TV gold.
Bro, I'm telling you now.
He proper did it where he was.
Listen, McTominay, he didn't even know his own name, bro. He thought, what the hell is going on, bro?
When McTominay was looking at the name on the back of his own shit, that's what
he said, who's that?
Oh shit, that's me. Man like me playing with my United, you know. Oh god, listen, Prince, I'm assuming Prince supports the rival team because he's always giving it to me. It's so sad to see United stopped up. I don't know if he sports. I can't even come back with a rebuttal. But
no, do you know what? Look, listen. He probably, you know what? He's obviously a rival. Big up Prince. Like you're doing your thing and that, whatever.
Yeah,
but when I find out what you support, bro, just go. I'm coming for you.
Listen, regarding that, Prince, to be honest with you, we gotta be realistic, man. I'm not about this all way Man United, we should be doing X, Y, Z. If we go with that attitude, we're gonna get slapped for 6 again. If Spurs held us for 6, there's no way PSG are gonna hold us for 6. We gotta be compact, we gotta be a low block, and we gotta hit them on the break. It's as simple as that. I don't care if that's where we are at the moment, we've got to accept that. It's as simple as that. It's been 7 years, it's coming up to 8 years now. It's not a coincidence, it's where we are, as simple as.
I think before, since the start of the season, obviously we looked a bit sloppy. I think the international break has helped them as well get into their fitness and rhythm and groove. I think they look a bit more sharper and better, man, more fitter. It could help us, man. I hope I'm right, man. I hope this that 6-1 was so bad. Like, I honestly, it was so bad. I was blaming it on fitness, which was a part of it. I blamed Oli. I blamed a lot of things, but I just hope we go into this PSG game and we do what we know is best, man, and that's just to win, bro. At least get a draw. If we can get a draw, I don't want to lose.
That's a positive result, man.
A draw is a positive result, man. Right? Look, people that are gonna come on here and say, "Wow, United, you hoping for a draw?" Bro, I'm not even saying that. I just want a good result. We need to be real. These men are better than us, man. Exactly. Come on, man.
They just got to the semi-final. I'm sorry, not the
semi-final.
They just got to the final.
They
just got to the final Champions League. They got world-class players. Neymar, Mbappe. We have got world-class talent, but we'll have to wait and see. But listen, we're gonna finish it there because we are gonna do a preview tomorrow. For the PSG game, which will be at 8:30. I'm trying my best to get a PSG fan on.
You can do that.
Very difficult. We have got a reply here from a PSG fan. He has replied to me. I don't know what he said at the moment because I haven't got up. Apparently he'll let me know if they're available. Fingers crossed, we'll get a PSG fan on for the preview tomorrow, which is at 8:30. I believe Beeks, you'll be on that as well, won't you?
Should be on that, man. Come on, bro.
Okay, you will be on that. If you are a rival fan like Prince, which is cool, make sure you check us out on the podcast tomorrow, which is catered for rival fans. That will be live at 7 p.m. as well. So we've got 2 videos for you tomorrow. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe, stay tuned on the channel. We've got a lot of content, as you can imagine, because we finally got some games back. But anyways, before we finish off, we just got to allow Beeks, tell the man where they can find you.
Yeah, man. Listen, catch me on the socials at Beats Corner, which is on Instagram. At Beats _ Corner, obviously you can see at the bottom of the left-hand side screen, which is on Twitter. I just put a comment and covered it. Sorry. Listen, we're on YouTube as well. So type in Beats Corner, it'll be like some orange logo. You see it there, man. Bright and orange. But guys, make sure you subscribe to Usmaan Talks United as well. This page, we need to get to 1K, guys, man. Come on,
boys.
Rival fans, they're subscribe as well, man. We're keeping it real with you, man. Yes, honestly, 100%. Bro, this man is hard. He's putting the hard work in, bro. We need to get to 1K, guys. Come on, man.
Yes, boys. Just one last shout out for Faris saying that he follows us on Twitter and he just followed Beeks on Twitter. So shout out.
Big up Faris, man.
My brother, there's his Twitter as well. Faris _ opinions. Go and show him.
I'm gonna follow him straight away.
We're trying to help each other grow, man. It's not a
competition. This is it, man. This is it, man.
We'll shout you boys out. It's not deep, man. Anyways. It's been your boy Beeks.
It's your boy Beeks.
It's your boy Beeks. Drop a like, subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow, same time.